Anti-Trump FBI agent responsible for opening Jack Smith electric case against president. Whistleblower. So that's the argument made from a whistleblower. Someone in the FBI is responsible for opening the Jack Smith electric case against the president. Fox News Digital obtained an internal FBI email shared with Senator Chuck Grassley by a DOJ whistleblower. So Fox News is reporting a previously identified anti-Trump FBI agent allegedly broke protocol and played a critical role in opening and advancing the Bureau's original investigation related to the 2020 election, tying President Donald Trump to the probe without sufficient predication. Whistleblower disclosures obtained by Senator Chuck Grassley, Republican from Iowa, revealed. The investigation into Trump was formally opened by the FBI on April 13th, 2022, and was known inside the Bureau as Arctic Frost, Fox News Digital has learned. Now, this all came out in the Kash Patel hearing today, I believe. Is that the situation?
Yeah.
So Grassley, the chair of the Senate Judiciary Committee, and Senator Ron Johnson, Republican of Wisconsin, permanent subcommittee on investigations chair, shared internal FBI emails and predicating documents legally protected whistleblower disclosures exclusively with Fox News Digital. Now, we have a bit of something from Timcast News. At the Kash Patel hearing, Senator Grassley releases previously unseen FBI emails referencing Project Arctic Frost, proving the FBI's effort to prosecute Donald Trump. We're going to start here because this is where the pertinent information starts.
These emails and documents substantiate my July 2022 letter, which the FBI ignored. And I hope you, when you get there, won't ignore my letters. Partisan FBI agents and DOJ officials tried and ultimately succeeded in launching a full field criminal investigation and prosecution of the President of the United States. Justice Department and FBI leadership acted in concert to further a political scheme to take down Trump, just like they did with Crossfire Hurricane. They have yet to learn a lesson, and I hope you'll learn that lesson for them or teach that lesson.
So I think that now that comment at the end there was a little bit telling. That's when he singles out saying, I hope that you'll teach that lesson for him. That leads me to believe Grassley believes that Kash has the votes to get in. And again, in my opinion, because the president has what I consider a mandate, because of just how the whole country shifted to the right away from the policies proposed by the Democrats, I think that the people that Donald Trump has selected, he selected those people because he believes they will carry out his policy prescriptions. And so, what do you guys think that Kash is the guy to do it? Do you think that he'll get confirmed, or do you think that there's going to be more problems with Kash and other people that have been nominated?
I think he's going to reform the FBI. I think he's going to be up against a lot of really bad actors, and there's probably going to be like animals that have their legs in the trap stuck and they're desperate, going crazy. But he was a really good performance today. He was strong. He was confident. He snapped back at them really well. I was very impressed.
He did seem like he took the offensive.
Yeah,
I
think he'll get in
because I was doing PCC.
I think Tulsi will have a hard chance getting in.
Yeah,
but maybe we'll get to that later. But I think he'll probably get in.
I seen a couple clips real quick, sir.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. The dude was badass.
Oh, it sounded great.
Exactly what we're talking about. He spoke like a gentleman.
Yep.
Very articulate. He I guess 16 years in the service, and he was previous.
And real quick,
yeah,
they promoted this show. The hearing, thank you, promoted Tim Pool and Timcast IRL.
Nice.
Thank you very much. One of the staffers printed out some giant thing. It was amazing.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of that, why don't we show the clip right now?
Yeah,
I agree.
And then we'll jump over to.
He was so good.
It's on mute.
Oh, it's on mute.
That they are partisan and blindly said FBI agents were responsible for the violence on January 6th.
Yeah,
and I quote
like
you here, beyond
right
a
there.
reasonable doubt. Is that what you said?
That's completely incorrect, and I appreciate the opportunity to address that.
I'll give you an opportunity in writing, but this is my time now.
Have at it.
An Inspector Attorney General investigation found that was false. And you said we should impeach judges who rule against Donald Trump, who are in your words, political terrorists. When this nominee tries to explain all this away, keep one thing in mind. He's testified under oath before a Colorado judge who presided over a Trump case in which he was a witness, and the judge found, and I'm quoting here, he was not a credible witness. His testimony is not only illogical, but completely devoid of any evidence in the record. That's from a judge.
Oh.
Are we paying for this?
This is a dangerous time,
Taxpayer funded, right?
and I ask all my colleagues to consider whether these plain comments by this person and by his own Trump administration colleagues should be given a blind eye, just overlooked, or whether, like the warnings of pardoning violent January 6 offenders, they're warnings to be heeded. There is an unfathomable difference between a seeming facade being constructed around this nominee here today and what he has actually done and said in real life when left to his own devices.
That guy's become one of the worst persons I've...
Conduct shows character.
Yeah, Whitehouse.
And if you look at history, you see the danger of security chiefs in authoritarian regimes becoming the tools of political power.
Stop. What's going on with
The
this?
characteristics that they often show are that they are
Chevy
vengeful,
Chase character.
that they are grandiose,
Yes.
that they are intemperate, that they are partisan and blindly loyal, and that they are servile
How much
and
That-
won't say no. I'm afraid
using this?
that the history of this nominee's conduct raises those warnings.
How he can say that with a straight face, unironically say that with a straight face after the previous administration is mind-blowing.
Because they're evil. They hate you. They want you to suffer. They hate your freedom. They don't care about lying. They don't care about being a blatant hypocrite.
So do you think that it's blatant hypocrisy, or do you think that they believe what they're saying?
I think these people don't believe in anything, and they'll say whatever they have to appeal to their base of evil, demonic people.
Not their base, but they're like the people probably most likely controlling them in different kind of ways, right? I
yeah.
mean, that guy looks like he's been there forever. I bet you he's been to some crazy places
Yeah.
and done some crazy
Why is
things.
he wearing fleece beneath his suit jacket?
I mean, dude, I don't know how Patel wasn't like, dude, what is going on with your jacket situation? So
I don't know, Phil. Do you think they believe it, or do you think?
So-
what do you think?
So I've been watching a lot of Mark Andreessen's podcasts recently.
Oh, yeah.
I know you don't really.
I listen
jive
to
with-
Mark all the time.
Okay, all right.
I don't agree with anything he does, but I think he's really smart.
Okay, so he was talking about a lot of the people that he used to associate with in Silicon Valley before he kind of came out as a Trump supporter, and he would say they all share the same opinion as the New York Times, and they all sound like they're saying it unironically, and all those opinions are different than they were 6 months previous.
Yeah.
And he said that those people will say the thing that they read in the New York Times without a hint of irony, without a hint of self-awareness that 6 months ago they were saying the exact opposite. And to me, I don't know if they believe the things that they say, or if their beliefs just so easily are shaped by the people that are around them. It could be that they want to be in those positions, and going to those cocktail parties and going to those dinners, that's where all the cool people hang out. And the price of admission is agreeing with them. And so they just do whatever. They read the New York Times, so that way they know what they're supposed to say when they get to the cocktail party. That could be it. And it also could be that they have no actual principles of their own, and that they really do just shift genuinely and actually believe the thing they're saying. And I think that that's worse.
Yeah, maybe I'll argue against my point and say they probably do believe a lot of what they say because I think they actually believe Trump is an authoritarian. So they think we have to do all this
conformity.
stuff to do it. Yeah.
Everything is like, how much can you conform?
Yeah.
Especially on the left, it's all about conformity.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be the right at some point made a decision to kind of break away from the extreme religious right. That, you know, that was like really like people have progressed kind of past that. And there's a lot of like condemning these people and those people.
We should get back to it.
There's a little discussion on that.
Yeah, I don't know if I can get on that program. Just
Right. I mean, like, there's a little bit. I'm a live and let live guy. I don't care. You know,
I'm semi-authoritarian.
don't hurt children, and you won't hear from me. Don't hurt kids, and don't hurt children. You never hear anything from me. But the left, they're stuck.
Yeah.
They're stuck because their whole brand is I'm the most empathetic human being out there, and I have to conform to these beliefs. And it's like something gets put out, and they all are just running to who can conform the most. That is the currency of the left and the progressive. Right. Who can conform the most?
And they don't see that these organs, these media outlets are lying constantly, right? Like they haven't learned the mistake that they've lied. I guess they don't know. They don't think they've lied. They don't think they've lied.
They just want to hear what they want to hear.
Yeah, that is the human centipede of information.
That is the human centipede of.
Sam said that earlier, so I don't want to take full. You actually said reverse centipede for after what we were talking about. Maybe not appropriate for IRL.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.